Hello and welcome back to episode 10 of the Gooner Profile. I'm Kyle alongside Joel from Arsenal Review USA. This week we have Michael from the Virginia Beach Gooners. They're on the beaches of Virginia, active military, active Navy. So first off, Michael, thank you for your service. Always good to hear from active military that are also Gooners. It's I'm sure you have a lot of interesting stories from being in the military, but also probably quite a few interesting stories from those Virginia Beach Gooners who we haven't had a whole lot of contact with during our time doing the show and talking to branches from around the country. But give us your background as a Arsenal supporter and what the group dynamic is like there in Virginia Beach.
As for being an Arsenal supporter, I became a supporter, I think, in the early 2000s. I was about 6, 7. My mom's side of the family, they're from England, Watford. My grandpa played for Watford and Villa. My uncle's a diehard Tottenham fan. All my cousins are United fans. I hit about 8 years old, and my granddad said, look, you can no longer just watch whoever you want to watch. You got to pick a team and stick with them. Mm-hmm. And at the time, that's when we still had like Vieira, Bergkamp. So I came up, and I watched Arsenal play one time, and I was like, oh, I'll go for them. And he's like, well, why do you want to go for them? I was like, well, no one passes like them. No one's as passionate as them. And then, we had Thierry Henry. The king.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a no-brainer, yeah.
Yeah, him, the original Dutchman. It kind of clicked. My family hates it. I'm the only Arsenal fan in my whole family. The ship I'm on, I am the second Arsenal fan. There's one more. I converted him. He was a Chelsea fan, but he's kind of on the fence.
Yeah. Well, when did you convert him? Was this like a while ago or recently?
Recently.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He came to the ship. He liked watching soccer, but he wasn't fully committed yet. So he goes, I play FIFA. I like Chelsea to play with. I said, hold up, no. We'll go down to Froggies. I'll let you meet the guys from the Virginia Beach Gooners, and it just kind of ran from there. Now he's a diehard Arsenal fan.
Yeah, is most of the Virginia Beach crew active military or part of the military community there, or is it a good mix of a lot of different backgrounds?
I would say it's a good mix. There's some active, there's some retired, then there's some that would live in the area. So it's a nice little mix.
Yeah, I know that there's a Norfolk branch as well. Do you guys get together with them at all, or how does that dynamic work? I think, as far as I know, there was one, or there is one.
I don't. Currently. The closest branch we know of that is recognized by Arsenal America is in Richmond.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cool.
So maybe Norfolk morphed into.
Maybe
maybe they move towards the coast there. But
yeah. So how much, Michael? How much do you have the opportunity to get together with the Virginia Beach Gooners?
You want to say hi? So I have another daughter. She's 2 months old. So before she was born, we would go every weekend. I would drag this one out of bed at like 6:30 in the morning to make sure we got there early to get breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And then she's about 2 months now. So now,
don't touch.
We probably go maybe every other weekend, just depending on my work schedule. Mm-hmm. And we just bought a house and we're moving in, so we're like transitioning with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a good time. I've been to a couple different branches. I've been to live games, and I would definitely say, in my personal opinion, like the Gooners, the Virginia Beach Gooners, is probably one of the better ones. Like, it's a good family environment. So like my kids, like they all know my kids. She goes running around in her Arsenal stuff, and definitely top-notch quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does the bar cater more towards the Arsenal supporters group, or is it a shared environment?
So it is kind of shared. We have like a main bar, and that's like everyone knows that's us. They don't even bother with it. And then they have like kind of like a backroom bar, and there's a couple random Tottenham Hotspurs fans here. So all three of them pull up in their minivan and they go in the back and watch their game.
Yeah, they pop the DVD in and watch it in the back. Yeah. Nice. So you mentioned live. So you've had a chance to make it over to the Emirates or Highbury.
Last game I saw was the final game at Highbury. And that was like a birthday gift for my parents. Well, my mom, and that was the last game I've seen live of Arsenal.
Okay, wow.
Nice. Well, that's a good game to end on, I'd say. At least,
yes, it was.
Kind of bittersweet, but still good. But well, okay. So if that's not your favorite Arsenal memory, what is your favorite Arsenal memory besides that?
Ooh, that's hard. It'd have to be the Return of the King.
Do you want to go upstairs?
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorites. I mean, when he came to the MLS, that's when I started watching it a little bit more, just because of Henry. So it was like guaranteed I'll be a Red Bulls fan for a little bit. So for him not to just come back and score, but to come back and still show he's our talisman, he's the greatest of all time to ever put on an Arsenal jersey. It's probably one of my favorite memories.
Yeah. Because who did he score against? He scored against the Leeds, and then who?
It was Sunderland, I think it was.
Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. He's just right outside the 6-yard box and just tucked it neatly into the far post.
Yeah. Yeah, like he does, like he always does. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. But okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get some.
Well, no, I mean, I think we got a great preview there of Virginia Beach and what's going on. We don't make it to can't say that I make it to the East Coast very often. I used to come through there. Actually, my in-laws used to live in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, so we'd come down the coast there. But if we ever make that trip again, we'll be sure to stop by. Appreciate your time, Michael. As we've told everybody, maybe next time we get the whole family on for a chat. But
Arsenal.
Nice.
That's right. Very good.
Good training.
Yeah.
As long as you
solid
didn't say
parenting.
anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid parenting going on in that house for sure. So, well, thanks, Michael. Thank you, family. Thanks again for your service, and hopefully we'll be able to connect with you and the Virginia Beach Gooners very soon.
Oh, most definitely. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right, take care.
Say bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh, he's ejected. I got you. Yeah. So we had quite the moderator there. Cutting us off when we went over time, but we probably needed that. So.
Yeah, we got a little late start in terms of the live version, but that's all right. We appreciate everyone's time that they give us to put this feature on, just featuring the different branches and members of Arsenal America from around the country, and in this case, a family affair, if you will, regarding the the whole feature. And as you'll notice, I've shined some new light on my entire environment here. Maybe the blemishes are too noticeable at this point, but either way, thank you again to Michael and for Virginia Beach for letting us use their name and everything to promote this show. If you want to learn more about what we do on the podcast and our involvement with Arsenal America and the different content that we put out, you can check all the links down below the feature here. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more features of different Arsenal America branches from around the country and the different engagements that, events that people are having around Arsenal and the club we love, even when they get down 3-0 and have to fight their way back against different
little time stamp there.
Right, exactly. But all I'd say, Happy New Year to everybody, since this is the first one of 2017. And as I said, if you want to learn more about what we do, check us out below and be sure to subscribe and find us on iTunes for the podcast. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention there was a prize up for grabs for this particular show on the 4th of January 2017. Congrats to Coop DeVille _ from Virginia Beach for retweeting. The only person that did retweeted the show post So he gets himself a scarf courtesy of roughneckscarves.com. So congrats to him. We'll be getting in touch with you shortly. So have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Gooner Profile.